Here's our first shot of Kenobi holding his saber with both hands. I mean, just look how much Vader towers Kenobi. It just looks so cool.
Sean Solo Geeks.
Hey, what's going on? It's Sean Solo 8, and I'm back with another Star Wars The Vintage Collection action figure review. Today we're going to be going over another Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi action figure from the Kenobi wave, and of course the one and only Obi-Wan Kenobi Wandering Jedi we have. And again, just like Vader, he comes with a ton of accessories. These are absolutely mind-blowing for $12.99. Again, I absolutely love the show, but let me be clear, the chase scene in the woods and that shaky camera just drove me absolutely bonkers. But other than that, it was really good. I already have Vader up on the channel, so after this video, feel free to go check that one out. I would definitely appreciate it. But in package, you can see Kenobi comes with 2 Lolas, which is pretty cool. Uncivilized Ballista and 2 lightsabers. And the card back is from the scene. It looks like, oh, I don't remember the name of that planet, but I really did enjoy that planet. I thought that was a pretty cool touch, especially when you seen that clone trooper. How cool was that? Of course, my bubble is all crushed. I did pick this up on the pegs over at Walmart. And you know what? These cards are a little bit thicker than normal, which is pretty nice. On the back, you can see Kenobi is number 245 in the Vintage Collection wave. And you can see the wave that he comes in, which I have picked them all up except for a couple of them. And I most likely will review them all on the channel. But without further ado, let's put this guy together with Vader and put him in a few poses, and let's take a closer look. Boom! Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Wandering Jedi, is out of his package, and I just laid out all the accessories, bent his knees, and tilted his head a little bit, but overall, it looks fantastic. These little Lolas are a fantastic addition. But yeah, he comes with 1 lightsaber, a hilt, 2 Lolas, a Blasta, uncivilized, and of course his robe, absolute solid value. This guy was $12.99 as well as Vader. But let's start putting him in some poses, and let's take a closer look. Here's our first shot of Kenobi holding his saber with both hands, so absolutely perfect. Originally, when you get this robe, it is all tucked in the back, but as you can see, yeah, it looks pretty cool. And the face mold in package, it didn't look too good, but here, as you can see on the turntable, I think it looks pretty fantastic. Let's put him in a few more poses and see what else Kenobi can do. Here's Kenobi in another pose with all of his accessories in hand, but this is just that I will do what I must pose. But yeah, overall, fantastic figure, man. The cape is a little bit hard to see what you're working with, but yeah, blaster fits fine. You can't really see the lightsaber hilt. I will show you that here in a minute, but let's do one pose with this Jedi robe on, and we'll go from there. Here's Obi-Wan Kenobi with his Jedi robe over his head. It is very hard to put him in a really cool looking pose with that on. I did try my best. I was going to have him holding Lola, but her tiny little ears pop off. It makes it really difficult. But I'm sure you can make it happen with a little bit of time. Overall, fantastic figure so far. I'm definitely going to be putting him up against Vader here, but let me show you a quick close-up on the Lolas. Here's our little Lola droids close up. As you can see, the detail and paint apps on these are absolutely next level cool. The legs on this droid are articulated, and of course the ears are articulated too, which is pretty sweet. You can see all the little specks. That's the funny thing about these vintage collection, is when you actually move these figures, all kinds of little pieces of plastic do break off. This little piece right here, let me just pop that off. As you can see, the peg does come off, so you can switch between each one. Pop those legs off, as you can see, and then let's just stick this on, and you can have a flying Lola like that, which looks really cool too. And each ear is actually articulated. But while he's here, let me see if I can actually have Kenobi holding. So as you can see, yeah, Kenobi can actually hold this one. And we might as well check out the face while we're here. But you can see the Kenobi face mold, you know, looks fantastic. Look at the detail on that. For a 3.75 inch, you can actually see the age in Ewan McGregor's face. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Good job again, Hasbro. They are really knocking these out of the park. Look at that. Looks great. Let me pull up this Lola. But you can see the detail in there, and you can actually see the little mechanics underneath her ears. And yeah, when I was putting this one in his hand, one of the ears fell off on the floor and I almost lost it. But yes, those ears are fully articulatable, if that's even a word. But let's stick the little Lola bots to the side. And before I put Kenobi and Vader together, let's take a quick look at Kenobi. With his Jedi gown on, you can see that there is all kind of little sewn together bits to make it look like it can be put in different positions for different poses. But the robe over his head looks fantastic, as you can see there. This is just a great figure. I did already put his blaster in his holster. Let's go ahead and just take that out. Put my glasses on for this. I believe this is his trigger finger hand. Yeah, it is. So let's just pop this in his hand. Looks super cool. And you can see Kenobi being uncivilized. The blaster, not sure what the name for that one is. Let's see if I can zoom up on it. Whoa. There you go. But the blaster does look cool. We're going to go ahead and take off this robe and see how our Wandering Jedi looks without it. You can see the lightsaber hilt that I did plug into his belt. Looks fantastic. This high articulation cut here is kind of odd. He does have a little bit of movement in the waist, but it looks like he's just stuck together there. It does enable for a little bit of tilt in there, but not too much. He looks down really, really well. He looks up relatively decent. His arm pops up to about there. Again, you can rotate that to get it up a lot higher. He's got some really high single jointed elbows, which looks cool because he looks like he's talking to a little communicator thing. He's got really nice hinges in the hands. And this hand has a nice hinge in it too, as you can see there. But the paint apps and detail, they really did knock this out of the park. The little Star Wars team up there for the vintage collection is doing a fantastic job. There is upper swivel cuts. He kicks up only about that high, kicks back to about right there. He does have a single jointed knee with a swivel in it. And of course a nice rocker and hinge on the foot. I'm gonna go ahead and place him with Vader, just so you can see. Let's just get him to stand right there. The height comparison, and yeah, wow, that is just massive. But an absolutely fantastic figure, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and put him fighting Vader with the cape on, and I'll be right back. Look at that, it looks so cool. Here's a look at Vader and Kenobi having a little duel. I'm going to attempt to spin them on the turntable, but as you can see, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with these two. Let me just show you guys a close-up of how cool they look. You are what you made me. Isn't that what he said? Fantastic figures all around, $12.99 each. Definitely want to get your pre-order in. Let's see if these guys will stay on the turntable. But yeah, check that out. The rematch, of this century. I didn't think it would stay up that long, but yeah, absolutely cool figures. Yeah, here you go. They are sticking on the turntable, but fantastic. What an epic shot. I can't wait to see some of you guys' toy photography out there with these guys. Definitely a level up for Hasbro. Fantastic work, especially I believe Emily over there at Hasbro. Fantastic job. I mean, just look how much Vader towers Kenobi. It just looks so cool. Hasbro just knocked it out of the park with this wave. I mean, just check out Kenobi. Absolutely next level cool. Fantastic job. And then all the accessories that they're giving us. So awesome. Oof. What do you guys think? Check out one of these videos up on the screen. And until the next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hasbro just knocked it out of the park with this wave. I mean, just check out Kenobi. Absolutely next level cool.